Let's talk about Arkansas, where John Calipari has got some five-star freshmen coming into the fold. Darius Acuff, already in the preseason, drawing some attention. He is going to be one of the best freshman point guards out there. There's no question about it. But we've seen the John Calipari guard pipeline, and there's no doubt that there's a lot of guys in the NBA who have been coached by John Calipari, but there's also been some mixed results, especially recently, with their freshman year success in college basketball. What can Darius Acuff do to be on the right side of that?
Well, I think it's going to be an up and down battle when it comes with Darius Acuff. I think you're going to see a lot of times where you see the undeniable talent that he has, but I also think there's going to be some ebbs and flows when it comes to decision making, when it comes to team concepts, when it comes to forcing things as well. Darius Acuff is able to create advantages, create looks often. He's on the smaller side at about 6'1", maybe 6'2", quick first step. But then there's the feel issue of second defenders help getting too deep within the paint, forcing shots, shot selection, etc. That lead to some ebbs and flows. You're going to see some big nights with him, and you're going to see some nights where the efficiency is not necessarily there when he takes as many shots as he scores points. He touches the paint, he collapses the defense. The next step for him is going to be making the reads. Yep. Can he consistently make the reads that get his team, not only himself, but his team into advantages? Can he move the ball enough to keep the offense hot, keep the ball flowing, and move it around? He's got it in him. He's got all the talent in the world, all the ability to score the ball. But I think that early on, especially, it could be a roller coaster ride a little bit. Watching him play, the good thing about it is DJ Wagner and Maleek Thomas are there as well, to where when the roller coaster starts to go down the hill, you have other guys that can come in and not necessarily have to rely. But I think the counting stats will be pretty high when it comes to Acuff. It's about the efficiency and all that other stuff as well with him.
For sure. And I'm glad you brought up Wagner there, because I think it is so important with these freshman guards. Look, there's an adjustment period. When you're a point guard and you jump a level, whether it's high school to college, college to the NBA, there's an adjustment level. It's a different game. You're going to have to read it differently. You've got, in most cases, now he came from IMG, so who knows, but in most cases, the most talent around you and against you that you've ever faced, and you're doing it night in, night out. So that adjustment period, having a guy there who not only does he have experience in college basketball, he has experience being the five-star freshman point guard who came in as an undersized guy with big expectations. He's been through all of that. He's seen it and now has developed into a really good college player. We'll see how he's able to pass some of that on to Darius Acuff throughout the season. But as a guy who does get downhill, he gets paint touches, and you said there, making reads is kind of the big next step for him. Shooting is going to be so important for this Arkansas team. And if you're looking right now, at least in the preseason, it looks like Maleek Thomas might be the guy who can provide that.
Maleek Thomas has always been absolute pure electricity. There's no other way to describe it. More of a scorer probably than a shooter. However, he has made shots early on here. He's always just been able to find just a lightning bolt of production every time he stepped on the floor, whether it be winning a state championship as a high school team, playing AAU on the EYBL circuit, or at OTE. Every time he stepped on the floor, you couldn't take your eyes off of him. He was loud. He was boisterous. And his game was also loud and boisterous. And you're seeing that early on in exhibition games at Arkansas. Yeah. He's another one. He's a ball-in-hand guy. So it's going to be interesting to see how him, Acuff, and Wagner, all three work together in unison. But there's an electric factor there. He's got quick hands in the open floor defensively. He's aggressive, and he's able to create shot opportunities. He's able to create looks. He's able to get into the teeth of the defense and create shot opportunities. So Arkansas has two guys who can create something out of nothing. They have two guys in their backcourt with both Maleek Thomas and Darius Acuff, both freshmen, who are able to put the ball in their hands as the shot clock's running down and get probably a clean look at the basket. Yeah. Now, for both of them, it's going to all be about consolidating that game and finding their spots on the floor, getting their balance points together, and then you know, working through the efficiency aspect of where it's come. But it's been very, very, very apparent early with Maleek Thomas through these first two games. I think he had 24 last night in that game, and it was just consistent, just
Yeah.
consistently able to apply pressure with the ball in his hands and on the defensive end of the floor against Memphis, and what it is that they have going.
Yep. Arkansas also brings in Isaiah Sealy and Paolo Semedo, who is a kind of a late addition to that front court. Um, Not sure that he's going to have, at least early in the season, a big role on this Arkansas team, but definitely a guy for the future to watch for as he continues to develop. I mean, they don't make a lot of guys who are 7'1" and can play like he does.
Both of them, Sealy and Sameda are both guys to watch for the future as they continue to put things together. Sealy's a local guy out of Arkansas, 6'6",
Mhm.
6'7", ball in hand guy who can make the decisions. Just needs to put on weight and get used to the speed of the game. And Sameda, another one, just a fluid mover. Just you don't see guys that move like he does at 7'1", what he's able to do.